Hey everybody, it's Doug here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to episode 6 of Solomon Kane as we play through the storybook, The Witchfinder General. And in this story, Solomon Kane came to a village where these soldiers and a group of ruffians led by a witchfinder named Hopkins have squared off and they're about to clash. Solomon Kane intervenes. He decides to choose the sides and picks the side of the witchfinder. After defeating the leader of the soldiers and sending them packing, who they weren't good guys either. This is one of the interesting moral choices in the game. Neither of them were good guys. He then goes to introduce himself to the Witchfinder. Providence, the virtue who's helping guide Solomon in this adventure, was able to illuminate his path, and he got some good insight into the Witchfinder General, and he's quite disgusted with the man. He's evil, basically declaring anybody that he doesn't like witches and having them tested and hung or drowned or whatever the case may be. In this case, they went to a tavern named the Bluebell, where he and Solomon were talking. A group of young women came in, giggling, laughing, and enjoying their time. The Witchfinder clearly saw them as bad because they were probably tempting him in some way that he didn't want to admit, and so he's gone off to confront them. And we are in a bit of a pickle because our virtue, Providence, is not on the board, and we need to get Providence. We need to get Providence on the board and get Solomon Kane up to the Witchfinder before he reaches the ladies who are over at this table here. See, the Witchfinder's crossing over the room to encounter them. And we're going to get started right away with our game. I don't think I have any corrections to make necessarily, but I'm sure you'll have told me if I did by then. At any rate, we're going to continue on and see if we can catch up to him and maybe talk him down, talk him off the ledge, right? So let's see what we can do. I mean, at this point, you would think Solomon would just do him in. Now, I am under the impression, I'm getting conflicting information. I'm told that these certain functions of Providence work regardless of whether or not Providence is on the board. This test is based off this. All tests, right? And this is, the aura size would help only with Providence, only in the sense of being able to like blast the shadows when they come at him. So I'm going to play it that way this round. If I'm wrong, please tell me, but I've been told this by a couple people, and I thought that, because a lot of the other virtues, they can't do any of these special things unless they're on the board, so it's hard to say, but we're going to play it that way because, well, tough enough as it is. And that was a weird roll. Let me see, we can get some things done, though. We certainly can. Let's see, we really need this. So do we have this? We do not. Well, we do. I can do this and this. Now I'm just deciding on our dice. And we still don't have this, right? So I would have to re-roll one or flip one. I can do the talk or fight. I can't do this either. So we can't move. Lord. I think we're going to re-roll one of these, see what happens. If I re-roll, I can't flip. See, I can guarantee this, but I'm not close enough to talk to him. We really need to move, and there's no way we can. So I'm going to have to re-roll the die here. Let's see what we get. Well, that worked. We can move or place a light. So we're going to do that for sure. Now I have this, so we can do this. Oh, you know what we can do is this right here. and then we can put this one in reserve. So I think that's, so we re-rolled and then we placed our dice. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to move and talk. So talking and fighting can be done adjacent to the character. Not, you don't have to be in their space, is my understanding. And there's other things that you have to do from an action perspective where you do have to be in their space. And I'm going to see if I can find that so I can share that with you, the different things that you have to do, or can do rather. Let's see. I want to look at that just a moment. So that is correct. Talk and fight actions can be done from his surroundings, while exploration actions have to be on the space. So we're going to take our first action, which is going to be integrity. We're going to use that to move Solomon Kane 1. He's moving across here. I'm not assuming he's jumping on the table. He's probably skirting around it, but he moves to here, which puts him in one space away from the Witchfinder. And then we're going to take our second action, which is going to be a talk action. And you can see here, well, not here, rather. We have a talk action in the book. Here it is. And we're going to have to draw a card. But let's first look at the talk action. So Hopkins is our nemesis, right? We can talk. We got to get a really high score. Now, we still have we still have 3 skill tokens bonus here to talk. And otherwise, we don't have any bonuses. So we've got to try to get a high number. Hopefully we do. Let's see if we can pull that off. We're going to have to get our where are they? Our discovery card, or our event cards rather. And give them a quick shuffle. And we're going to pull an event card. Now, I have 2 luck cubes. Which means I can burn one if we pull a number we don't like to do it again. So maybe we can get really lucky. I mean, if it's under 11, I might as well try to pull it again. I think the best I can get, it tells you what the best you can get as the hero is, and I don't think we can get to a 12 with a 3 right now. I'm going to look. Oh, well, we could. No, villain. We'll see, the nemesis, he's really bad at it. He can get up to 7, but we can get up to 6 with the most common value of 3. So it's probably not worth burning a luck cube on, but we're going to see what we get. I got a 2. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because it's up to 11, period, end of story. So we got an up to 11. Now what does that mean? That means we're going to draw the card. I'll show you this in the book. Talk up to 11, D1211. That's the discovery card. Let's see what we get here. 1, 2, 1, 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 1. Yes, that is correct. All right. So we're trying to talk down the Witchfinder from going after the young ladies. Something smells wrong. Hopkins will not be reasoned with, and the women shy away in terror as he denounces them. Kane broods over this. The man has a writ making his work legal, but this is clearly wrong. It then dawns on Kane that the scent of jasmine emanates from Hopkins himself. Oh, he's got some lady clothes or something going on right there. Clarity or compassion -1. We're going to have to make that clarity and place a light on our light thing there. It says on D, this card, this other card that we have. So we're going to do that, and then it says there are 6 more light there. 6 more light. On D124 we reveal another card. This does not remain in play, but I'm going to keep it out from my memory. So we're going to lose a clarity. That puts us down to 7. But we do get to take a light token and place it on this card. It's getting us closer to being able to reason with him. Now, he's probably going to reach them before we get to do this. And I think that's planned. So I hope that this will give us the ability to influence him in some way later on. Anyway, we tried to talk to him. That did not go so well. So we're going to discard that event card. And again, I didn't see a point in redrawing because it was no way. I mean, the best we could get would be, at the time, probably would have been a 9. And we need an 11 plus. So we did try to talk him down. It didn't work, but it did give us a bonus. So we can keep doing that, by the way, building up light on here as well. But that's going to mark the end of our round. So let's go back to our cards. So these dice come off. The question of the day is, do I do this? I could get this danger, or a -1 danger or +1, and put it in place of this one, because I don't know that we're going to do that. We can't really lose any compassion. But we can. It would be nice to drop our danger or gain +1 light, right? Or if this one, this is +1 strength, compassion, or clarity if Providence is on the board. I mean, this is a possibility, so we can play that one, but it's +1 danger. So I think we're going to swap this interrogation out. We're going to discard the interrogation, put that courtesy out there. We're going to draw sagacity. If we can do this, we're going to explore 4 or draw 2 blessings, or whatever they're called. Yeah, I think they're called blessings. I don't remember, but they're these tokens that give us special abilities, right? So that's the end of that. Now we're going to go draw our darkness card. Okay, there's a lot going on here. Let's see what our darkness card does. 1 sentry moves, 1 scout moves, 1 shadow moves to engage. Well, that is going to happen. There's one right here, so we're going to have one go here. Then the second part on the far portion is 1 sentry moves 1, the closest scout searches, 2 scouts each move 1, the closest shadow moves 1 to threaten. That's this one. It will do that. It will move 1 to threaten, and all hunters move, but we don't worry about that. Now we also know that our seeker is not quite reached the ladies, but he's getting close. We'll just move him right there. But we do have to draw now another event card, and this time we're going to do what the event card says because of the badness of the shadow coming into our space. It pops off. It's going to return on the X space, but not right this minute. Oh, reveal a random sin. So sins really, really, really suck. I'm going to draw one from the bottom. So let's reveal a random sin. So Solomon is currently being plagued by sin. Okay, let's see what we get. Sin 5, sloth. A reluctance to make an effort. For so many years, Kane has been combating forces of evil, and yet they keep on coming. Stranger, devious, and more divisive, but a human, the Puritan, grows delusioned, and his limbs seem heavier than they were before. Virtues cannot flip or re-roll dice. Ooh, we got to get rid of that quick, don't we? Because that's important. All right, well, that was that's not the worst thing that could happen because we got a lot of ways to get light, so that's not so bad, but that's going to go into the discard pile. And that was our event from the shadow hitting us. That's a bummer. And then a shadow does come back out on the board way up here on the X space. And that's going to be our darkness card. Let's roll our dice to see if we can get some of this light on the board. That sure would be nice. Look at these rolls are weird. Well, I cannot, because of this, I cannot re-roll, right? I can do this and get 1 light and just take that card out, or can use it to place light. Might be better. We still have a shadow threatening us. I could use, here's what we can do. We're going to take all 3 dice to get Providence on the board. Yeah, I think that's good. And then we're going to take these 2 here and move 1 or place 1 light. I could move 1, not get rid of this yet, and get closer to the Witchfinder. Maybe that will give us a chance. He's going to move into the ladies this turn. I don't know if that's worth it, or do I get rid of the sloth card? I can get a light, get rid of the sloth card, but I'm going to deal with another shadow next turn. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, got my dice set. We're not going to do anything. We're good. I am going to move him, not place a light. So we are going to move Solomon Kane here, and then for our other thing that we're going to do is we're going to drop Providence right here in this space with the Witchfinder. That puts us adjacent to both of these and Solomon because of the 1 space aura of the virtue. So we're going to do that. Unfortunately, that's our entire turn. And we're going to move on then to the next part of our turn. Let's go check our cards and all that good stuff. So our dice come off. I am going to keep this card. I think we'll keep it the way it is. We're not going to exchange any cards. I didn't use either of these, so we're fine. Now let's go move the Witchfinder again. So he technically moves before we draw our darkness card. He moves at the end of the Virtue's turn. So he moves into the space with the ladies. Now let's see what happens there. It says when Hopkins reaches the token, reveal D1 to 10, D12 10. So we're going to get that out and see what terrible things. This isn't going to be good, obviously. Because he's going to threaten them in some way. Solomon Kane draws his blade and locks eyes with Matthew Hopkins. This fellow is a disgrace to the Puritan garb and must be taught a stern lesson. Remove all villagers. D1, 202, 203, and 209 in play. Reveal F1 and F3. Those are fight cards. Solomon Kane changes. He now has the fight ability. Hopkins changes Nemesis Hunter, fight health 3. Whenever all thugs are defeated, all soldiers change. Rabble, hunter, health 3. What thugs? I'm going to have to look at the, the errata again. When Hopkins is defeated, it says remove all the villagers. There's only villagers in here. So all the villagers take off. The place clears out. But I guess we'll keep that in play. But there's no one here. Maybe he summoned some, and maybe that's why. But we're going to, I think this card that we put light on is no longer. No, that's D1240. That's going to stay. So it says D... we don't have any of these cards in play anymore. Do we? D209. I'm just looking to see if any of them are already gone. There's a D202 and 3. Those are already out. And D209 is already out. I guess these would have stayed in play from this, even though it doesn't say that. So anyway, it doesn't matter. Remove them from play and remove all the villagers. So all the villagers are gone. I guess this could have come out in a different place or different time if we had done it that way. All of these folks come off the board, well, except for him. And all these folks come off the board. There are no more villagers in the tavern. It's just us, the shadows, and the bad guy. And our objective changes when Hopkins is defeated. Proceed to 3A. I thought we're on 4A. We're going to go backwards to 3A? That makes zero sense whatsoever. This can't be right, y'all. Cannot be right. Let's see. I'm just going to double check this just to be sure. And I got to get that light token. It says 210. Oh, wrong card. Okay, how did I get that? How did that happen? There's 210. Sorry about that, y'all. That would have been come out sooner. So I need to replace everybody back on the board. Let's just, I'll probably edit that out. Sorry if that confused you. My bad. There's the 3 ladies, and then I think we had a guy here, and I'll check it again. I don't remember where he was in particular. We'll look at the map. Where was he on the map here? Doom, boom. Oh, these 2 guys sitting at the table here. All right, here is 210s. Okay. Sides of sorcery. Hopkins gasps as he points to a kaleidoscope pattern on the ceiling above the woman's table. Jasmine and sorcerer's lights, he exclaims. Sure sign of enchantment. Kane can indeed smell jasmine. And at that moment, Hopkins calls his guards angrily. Arrest them, Hopkins demands. Place a soldier, rabble, sentry, and this token on the northeastmost corner of the board. When in the same area as the soldier, a female villager changes. Follower, soldier. If a female villager moves into an area with a token, remove her from the board. If the soldier moves into an area with the token and there is only one female villager remaining, reveal. Objects change. All female villagers have been removed. Proceed to chapter D6. I guess, can we still talk him down? I guess that's the question of the day. I'm going to assume that we can. I don't know if that's possible at this point. Okay, the soldier has entered. Our ability has not changed, right? So all we can do is continue to try and talk to Hopkins and see if we can talk him down. The soldiers are going to attempt to take the ladies off the board. I got to remember how they're going to work. The soldier has the ability of... What does the soldier have? Okay, place a soldier in when in the same area as a soldier. All females move. Soldiers move into... It doesn't say what the soldier's state is. It just says that when in the same area as a soldier, a female villager becomes a follower. If a female villager moves into an area with a token, with the 2 token, remove her. If the soldier moves into the area with the 1 token, but how would he move there? I guess, does it say on the book? It just says Hopkins is a seeker. Maybe the soldiers are seekers now too. I'm going to double check the errata on that. But so let's finish this turn. We're going to draw a darkness card and see what it says. So, 1 sentry, 1 scout. I got to look and see if they are any of those things. I don't think they are. 1 shadow moves to engage. It cannot. There's nobody near. Okay. 1 sentry, 2 scouts. The northmost scout. The furthest shadow moves 2 to threaten. That can happen. The furthest, and that's it. So, and then we're going to place another one on X, but we can only have 2 on the board. So this one's going to move 1, 2 to here to threaten Solomon Kane, and that's going to be the end of our turn. So I think this is going to be a short episode. I'm going to end it here so I can go check the errata on that card. That doesn't make any sense. And I know that there's been quite a bit of errata on the card, so we're going to check that out. And I will come back. This will be a shorter episode. I'll come back with the next episode. We'll probably finish this one up in that new episode. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.